Welcome. I'm Elizabeth Harper. I'm thrilled that you've joined me on numerologist.com. I'm here with this week's angel messages. What I'd love for you to do is place one or both of your hands over your heart. Invite your angels to guide you to a message that links in with your inner child. A message coming from your inner child via your angels. Connect to their heart. It's a message that comes through their heart to you because they love you so much. And once you find that number, if it feels right for you, in the video, you can also move your cursor along until you get to a particular spot where you intuitively feel there is another message for you from your angels. Okay, you ready? The cards we have are the inner child cards. So what I would love you to do is see if you can intuit which card is for number one. What does it feel like? I keep being drawn to this card. So number one, the first card is this beautiful child of wands. You see that? So this is the child. This is the star child who is going into the stars. Every star is different. We see the stars in different ways. Some of us see the stars as navigators for us, as influences for us. We look at our own stars, don't we, astrology, and just get a sense of what that means. We look at our natal charts and we look at the future. And so with this, there's that beautiful energy of the butterfly. It's about transformation and change. Now in Orosoma, in the color system I use, the star child is blue and pink, and it comes together as violet. And that violet is transformation. The butterfly here is transformation and change and shifting. It's rising above all your problems. It's rising above the planet. It's rising above the earth and going into the stars. And when you look at the stars, sometimes you make a wish, right? So what wish would you like right now? What is it that your heart desired when you were a child? What was your most heartfelt desire, wish, when you were just young? And I feel that that energy is coming up for you now. I'm also seeing, see right there, it's the little being here, little boy there, the star child is holding on to the antenna of the butterflies. I almost feel as if, first of all, that you have this direction, that you are steering a course. And sometimes it might feel as if you're up in the air and nothing's happening. But there's a change that has to come, a transformation that has to come before you can come back on that path. So trust that you're moving in the right direction. I feel that's the first message with that. I also feel that it looks like a match that's ready to be struck. There's almost this sense of your creativity is waiting to be ignited. So again, you're moving in the right direction, but maybe it's not quite the right time. So trust that you're moving in the right direction. It might not be quite the right time to have your feet planted on the earth, on the ground, for that movement forward to your next step. So you're in that in-between stage a little bit, but there's change that's happening there for you. All right, so I feel the message for that is trust. Your inner child, trust. Okay, number two. What's your message? I'm feeling like this one. All right, our second card is the Pied Piper. And the Pied Piper, this is also a wand card as well, so there's fire again. And look, it almost looks as if the Pied Piper is on the yellow brick road, right? And the Pied Piper came to town and said that he could get rid of all the rats, yeah, with his little flute or his little pipe. And so he took the rats out, and there was a contract with the townspeople, and they didn't hold up their part of the bargain. So they lied to him, or they thought, oh, well, these rats are all out now, so I don't need to do anything. We don't need to do anything. It's already been taken care of. But then they came back again. So think about that in your own life. What is it you thought you'd moved out, and then it just came right on back again? You thought you'd sorted it out, and you hadn't. It came back in. So think about it from a perspective of negative thoughts. Let's say there's a negative thought or a negative aspect in your life that hasn't worked for you, something that hasn't worked. And then all of a sudden it seemed to be kind of sorted out and everything was okay. And so you didn't bother doing any more work on it. But then it came back again. And that's really what this card is about, the Pied Piper is about. That it's time for you to honor yourself, to honor whatever rats there are in your system that you have been moving out. Maybe they've come back in again. So there's something that you need to look at within yourself, a contract. There's a contract that we have, a karmic contract with certain situations, experiences. They come up and it's a visible, or it's a contractual agreement that we have with our soul, that this is what we want to learn, that this is what we want to experience, and this is what we want to move past and move through and beyond, so that we don't have to do it again. So look in your life at what is being repeated, what keeps on coming up for you. You know, sometimes you go into a job and something happens in the job. You might have colleagues that it's difficult to work with. You're challenged about the work, or you're challenged about the colleagues you're working with, or there's long hours and that's difficult for you. And so you think that the next job's going to be different. You know, you come out of that job, oh yeah, this next job's going to be different. And then the job is exactly the same. You're still coming up against problems. It's the same in relationships. It might be a different person, but it's the same energy. And that is key. That's telling you that that's the rat, that something hasn't been dealt with, that that contract that you had hasn't been honored yet. And it doesn't mean you can beat yourself up about it. It just means that something still needs to be dealt with and healed. So I feel that your angels are saying there is something in your life right now. The rat is in your life right now. Look at it. Look back in your life to see when it started. Or look back in your life at the pattern and know that it hasn't been dealt with, and ask your angels for help to guide you, to heal that, to move it out, to move through the experience, to learn from it, and then let it go. So that part of your contract is then, it's all over, you paid it. Yeah, so I feel that is what this card is about for you. Might be about something else. Whatever it feels like for you, it could be about something else, but that's my feeling about it. All right, our final card, number 3. So number 3 is the 9 of Hearts. See all these hearts in the rainbow, and then there's this beautiful flow of water, and then the mermaid is getting all this water. She's got so much. There is so much abundance in there. It's like, oh my goodness, there is so much. I can swim in it, I can catch it. It's just completely flowing all the time. And that's the message for you from your angels, is that you are overflowing with abundance. There is so much for you. And your angels want you to know that it's coming from their heart to yours. It's coming from the universe. It's the rainbow. It's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's all there for you. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Your angels, that's the whole message, is that beautiful energy is coming in for you. And it's your child within. Something you wanted as a child is now being blessed into your life. And that joy, that abundance, what is it for you? Is it love? Is it wealth? Is it happiness? Is it health? Is it lots of friends? What is it? Because your angels are saying, look at the rainbow, it's right there. They're sending it to you, and I feel like you know that as well. that message of love, that message of blessings, that message from their heart coming into your heart. Just feel it now. Welcome it in and say thank you. Offer gratitude, appreciation, and say, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. It's in my life now. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Watch the next video now, and I'll see you next week with another angel message. Bye for now.